Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of NHarmzWay Plays Sky Odyssey. This will be episode 30. I don't know why I'm on that. We left with me trying to make this. So let's get it done. We were working on power, and while we were doing that, I did quite a bit on other stuff. So let's go to power expertise. I worked on getting us stuff for the windmill. I'm pretty sure we can finish several of these. So let's walk us through it. Let's go out here first. Actually, we didn't check this last time, but it's full. Our tier 7's full, which means our tier 8 is now filling. And it's going to take a long time to fill. We're already more than what is in the tier 7 and still at 0%. So this is going to take quite a while. As you can see, I'm a little faster than I was before, and that's because I upgraded all the armor to the draconic level, including speed. And one of the things that I should do is take my speed modifier, that speed modifier off, and my flight modifier off, because I was actually moving way too fast. One of the other things I did was let's go back over here, rebuilt our draconic staff of power and our draconic bow. Went and killed the chaos dragon 3 more times. Yep, 6 more hours. Actually, I got better at it the more I did it, and took 10 of these and made them into the chaotic level. And actually, that's not supposed to be there, so this should go in here, and we're going to make the reactor. The thing I could not do was upgrade my armor to the chaotic level, because it's not something that it's not available. That level's not available. I got an error, and when I researched it, that it told me that it's not ready yet, or we can't use it yet, or something along those lines. So one of the things that I want to finish today, the reactor controller, I'm pretty sure we can do that. What I did was built the stuff that I needed, the reactor casings, which was the reactor casing core, some graphite, that stuff, in order to be able to just take this and get that. We can do the dragon egg mill. But before we do that, we have to go over here and pick up the stone burnt that I built. Then we can make the dragon egg mill. Don't have an eye of redstone. Now we do. Does that have a EMC? It does, so let's learn it and take it downstairs. I also made an elevator so that it was easier to get up and down the stairs. Just, because. Now we can make the dragon egg mill. And since we have that and we have dragon eggs, we can put them together anywhere. Doesn't matter where we put them, but I'm going to put them out here in the middle of this, where we've already got these. And notice that we're generating 178 now. Now we're generating 678. Yeah, we get 500 GP just from that dragon egg. And you can make multiples of these. From what I understand, I've never tried it, you can make multiples of those and get more GP. I turned back on the mob farm just because ever since I put the loot crate opener on it, I'm able to now move most of the stuff. Except for those things that don't have EMC, everything else goes where it's supposed to. So, you know, this stuff hopefully won't fill, and if it does, I'll just take it out and put it back in our EMC system. Okay, and we were working on power, so let's go back to the nuclear reactor, and I think that what we needed for the nuclear reactor was the reactor chambers. Reactor chambers, which are these, which we have both of those, so we should be able to get 6 of these. That's okay. I was going to say that's what it said we needed, wasn't it? Alright, and then our endergenic generator. Is just a machine frame, ender pearls, and diamond. And I'm not sure. Generates power out of ender pearls. You need at least 2 generators for this to work, and the setup is complicated. Timing is critical. You know what? We're not going to try generating power with it. We're just going to put it in the system and let it go. The only thing we need now is a solar array controller 6, and I've started the process back here. I'm up to a solar array 2. But to get to the 3, let's look at it. In order to get the solar array 3, I need the cryonite, and we don't have cryonite yet. And then each level that we move up will get us to the next level. Paladin, ionite, and then aethium. Which, okay, maybe I did that wrong. There we go, the aethium. And we're not quite there yet, but I do have a resource, void resource miner over here, pulling stuff in. It's not the fastest, and I'm not sure if we can speed it up with time in a bottle. But that's what we're working on. Wow. This should be pulling more than that. No? 100 per tick. That's it. Anyway. And then I've got a ore miner here. And I've got a Botania miner here, but I took the power off it so that we'd stop getting Botania stuff. And I've pulled all of the flowers for Botania, and I've made them into petals. I made a petal apothecary. I've made some living rock and some living wood. I did some pure daisies so that we could make the living rock and living wood. I'm still working my way towards the top tiers over here in this magical line with my life essence and that kind of stuff, and all of it sits here. I've got the book, I've got the Lesser Tartaric, which is full now. I've still got my Sentient Sword. I've got the Petty, which is pretty full. I've got some blank runes, and in here I've got some blank slates. Oh no, I don't have the blank slates anymore. Are they here? Yes, here are the blank slates, so that we can make more blank runes. I made the blood orb, as you can see it here, and it's got all of the, or at least it had all the power it could. Yep, it's got all of the life essence it can in it. But in order to get to the next level, one of the things I want to do is put this over there with the rituals in order for the killing over here to count towards my life essence in the actual altar. In order to do that, I'm going to have to borrow from somebody else's setup because I've not done it before. This is my first try. So, all right, let's see what else we can work on. The windmill. Okay, so I'm going to need buckets. Let's take 16 of them. Let's go over here. I set this up to automatically push coal in here, and it'll slowly do it, to take the coal out, the coal coke out, and to take the creosote out here. And then what we're going to need to do is put all of these in our system over here. Let's do treated wood, treated planks. That's any plank with this, so we should be able to do that. And as you can see, I've had other buckets. I think if we get 24 of these, not 24, 64 of these, that should get us a good start. And we'll still have several buckets in here. Okay, so there's 64 of them. In order to make the windmill, we needed, let's see, use on this, we need to make the wind vanes, which are in here somewhere. Wow, I need those for a garden cloche, which is something that I said we were going to do. So we need treated sticks, and we need the windmill blade. Now, the windmill blade, we're going to need iron and 8 of them. So we need to get 8 windmill blades. But let's do this. Let's get 16 of these. That's going to give you 4. And then let's just look it up. The windmill blades are this. There's all 8 of the blades. There's the windmill. And we've made the windmill. I don't know how this works, how it gets power. I'm sure that it needs a tower of some sort, but again, not sure how it works, so we're going to put that away. And our last thing, not our last thing, but we need 3x water wheels. We've got the kinetic dynamo, and we need the solar array to finish this chapter. So I'll keep working towards the solar array, but we need 3x water wheels. So how do we make the water wheels? Are you guys seeing? There it is. So the water wheel requires water wheel segments, which requires more of the treated sticks. Okay, so let's make more of the treated planks. Which means we're going to have to do the creosote deal again. And we had 48, and we need 3 water wheels. So I'm going to make all of what we have here into treated, and we'll see how well we can do. One of the things that I have changed was I took the ender chest that was bringing stuff from our mystical agriculture in from here and set it next to this with a import bus, so that all of our essences and seeds are now coming into our ME system. As you can see, we've got one of these that is almost full, but that's it. The rest of them are still doing well. So as far as storage goes, we're doing pretty well. And if I need to, I'll build another drive and disks in order to create more storage if we have to. Anything that is, oops, not what I meant to do. Plank. Are we using spruce in there? Can it be any wood? No, we're using oak. Alright, now with this many, hopefully, we will have enough to make that water wheel. So we're going to need 12 of these. And that was exactly what we needed as far as the sticks went. And then we should be able to make 3 of these, and that should be what we need for the quest. Okay, so now the other thing that I was working on was we still one away from the upgrades mastery. The storage expertise we did. I was working on this expertise, so I made I made a bunch of these, as you can see. I made all of the industrial craft line. I made the Tech Reborn line. I made these down here. So we need a scanner, a replicator, and we need the RF tools. And I'm hoping that we can finish out this quest today. And then we're going to have to work our way into the Elementium armor at some point, the Supremium armor, and then we've got that one done. And we can make an armor stand right now, I'm pretty sure. We need a stone slab. Bam, there's our armor slab. So, or armor stand. Okay, so tech expertise is where I was, right? So, a scanner. Requires 2 electric motors. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these to make the electric motors. And then we're going to need, I think we've got reinforced glass in there. I don't think we have the illuminator, which is going to require an insulated, a non-insulated. Let's see if we have enough for this. I'm not sure if we have the iron item casing. So iron item casing is here. Just make 64 of those, put them back in the system. It says we don't have the tin cable or the copper cable, but I'm fairly certain we have gold and stuff here. Nope, not seeing the tin, so let's make those as well. So tin cable, we'll make 63, put them back. We're going to need the copper cable. We'll make 64 of those, and then we'll make the insulated copper cable. And then we should be able to make this. No, because we didn't actually make that. Okay, so there's those. And we also need to make an advanced machine casing. And then we should have enough to make this. And there it is. There's the scanner. So it was the scanner, the pattern storage scanner. I made the fabricator, and we need the replicator. So let's look at fabricator is right here, and we need the replicator. That's 3 teleporters, 2 of the HF transformers, which was not as easy to make as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so what am I missing? 2x gold insulation. And we have that. What is... It's telling me it doesn't have... Okay, so let's do that again. I need the advanced RE batteries. Okay, so there they are. Now, we've got those two. I don't think we've ever made an RFE. We're going to need more of the 2x gold insulators. And I only have one of the energy crystals. And so the energy crystal is made by taking the Energium dust, and I need 3 more, and putting them in our compressor downstairs. And you'll see that I've done a little bit of work down here as well, because I needed to in order to make some of the other things. So we put those 3 in there. I had to put the macerator down here. I had to put the thermal centrifuge down here. And each of these crystals, as soon as you pull it out, fills. So if you take them out more than one though at a time, it doesn't fill. So I could wait for these 2 to come out, put them in my inventory as a pair, and they will not fill. I started making some of the upgrades for this, but I'm just going to continue working it with redstone, and until such time as I actually have to, not worry about whether or not they are going to be on our other system as far as power goes, because it's a lot of different things. It's a rabbit hole every time I'm looking for new things. Alright, so we were going to make the MFE, which should be that and that. Okay, and then what else are we missing? Okay, so we're missing teleporters. So we're going to need 3 more of these. Glass fiber cable. Pulverized silver, Energium dust. Okay, so we're going to need some silver. And I'm just using it here because it's quicker than using the crusher, even the double crusher from actually additions. So we'll get 64, which should net us more than 64, 2 or 3 stacks at least. Oh no, it just net us 1 stack, but that's okay. So we need that. We're going to need the Energium dust. Let's put a stack and some in the system just to have it in the system, and then make 6. Let's make 18 of those, and then we need 3 of these. I don't think I have a frequency transmitter. I didn't. And last but not least, the reinforced glass, which I'm pretty sure we had before, but it didn't show up when I first hit this. So there's the replicator. So that's all 4 of them now. I'm not sure what they do. The pattern storage, the scanner, the matter fabricator, the replicator. I think they're used for UU matter, but I'm not sure. And I know that part of our quests, when we start looking over here at the finale, we need a bucket, no, 1,000 buckets of UU matter. And I think under the repeatable quests, one of these, so I need 100,000 buckets of creosote. That's a lot. I need 489 levels. Wow, okay. So we're going to need a lot of this stuff here. 50,000 buckets of life essence. That's a lot. Let's go back to where we were, which was tech. And let's work the RF tools. So let's do it like this. At RF tools. and we need the workbench. So where's the workbench? Crafters. Screen controller. Builder. Locator. Workbench. There it is. So that is the machine frame, a crafting table, and a chest. Workbench done. So we need an elevator, a builder. An elevator and a builder. There's the elevator. I think we have all of that in there too. And a builder, which we saw just now. There's the builder. Okay, now we need the dialing devices. Sorry. We need the dialing device, we need the matter transmitter and matter receiver. So dialing device. Thinking that okay, that's a half a machine base, but alright, so and then the matter receiver and transmitter. I've not used these, but supposedly they're really good for getting us to and from other dimensions. So we've completed that chapter. So we're still working magic, we're still working the upgrades. See what we can do for mob slaughter. Factory controller. So the factory controller looks like this, and it requires a controller core, a factory base, and an ender shard. Which, how do we get an ender shard? An eye of ender on the with the shard die. So I know that we have the shard die here. I've got a hammer here, and we're going to need an eye of ender. So let's go make that. Don't know where I was walking, but alright, so take that die off, put that die on, throw that on it. Is that not what we saw? On the anvil, shard die with the eye of ender. Shard die, eye of ender. Oh, okay. Just hadn't gotten to it yet. So our core die, we need the, what did it say? Controller core, which is a prism and Stygian iron. So put the core die back down. Let's move these out of the way. Let's get a prism and Stygian iron. Sorry, Stygian iron plate. Let's throw these and get the core. Let's pick up the die, put them back in here. And that was, we needed that for the factory controller, correct? Oh, so we need a factory base, the controller core, and the ender shard on the anvil. So factory base, the core controller, we only need one, the anvil, and that. Alright, so I don't know why I took 64. We only need one, right? Okay. So just like we just did, we put that in it. We throw that and that on it and hit that. Unprogrammed. How do we program it? Okay, so we need to look at how this is programmed. So let's see what the use is. Hit mob with the shard to capture. Kill mobs to fully program. Okay. So then we need to see what kind of mob it needs for the factory controller. It just needs fully programmed. So we hit mobs, kill mobs. So what mob do we need to go take care of? Well, what we're going to do is come over here, pick up this stuff. I'm going to turn off our masher. We're going to pick up the one piece of and then we're gonna, so we captured mob, but we don't want to capture it, we want to kill one. I don't know if we're going to get to kill any of these with this because it's only going to take one at a time. Sure, we're going to get one at some point. Actually, let's turn this off so that they stop coming, and then kill what we can. We got a couple in there we might actually be killing. No, we're doing some damage on some, but it's not a lot of damage. It's like half a heart every time we hit them. 1 point of damage every time we hit them. It's the same as punching them with our open fist. This will never be a great weapon. Just saying. Hit mob with shard to capture. Kill mobs to fully program. So, can I kill him with my sword to program it? Well, dang it. Everything left. There we go. Alright, so let's turn this back off. Hear that witch in there? I do. It's taking its potion. And then get our vector plate. Right here. Put it back so that everything is forced into the masher. Go back over to this side and turn it back on. Okay, so now that'll keep going. Alright, so we've got our core programmed. Put that there. Throw that, oops. That, hit that, bam, there's our factory controller. So we've made it. I've not used Woot, so I'm not sure how Woot works, but that's that one. Let's take all of this will, grab our other gem, and throwing this will on the ground will, when the gem picks it up, it'll take the will. There we go. Now all of that's in that. All of that will's in the gem. throw this in here. And next, a spawner. So let's look up spawner. That's this one from RF Tools. I think we have everything in there to make it. We certainly do. A powered spawner. Okay, so powered spawner is empty Enderman. Okay, so we need an empty powered spawner from Ender.io, which means we need Shoal Machine. I think we have all of this in there as well. We do. Okay, so we have a broken spawner with blazes and a powered spawner. I wonder if we can put them together to make a... We need the Wither Boss Def Muscler. Wither. Okay, so if you guys don't know, if you're pointing at something and you hit T, it will show you where you have it in chests. So if you have stuff in your ME system and you hit T as you're going through stuff, it'll show you have stuff in your ME system. So that's just wool around a wither skeleton skull. We have that. So a stabilized mob spawner. So when we were looking at mob spawners, we weren't looking at mob spawners, we were looking at... So these are... It's a broken spawner with a core. Wyvern, Draconic, Awakened, or Chaotic. So I have that. Do I have... I have spawners too. Well, I have one broken spawner. And that gives us a stabilized mob spawner with blaze in it. Okay. So there's that one. Again, hit the wrong key. We need a syringe, a mob grinder. Okay. So let's look up mob grinder. And the cool thing about the mob grinder is that's what I'm going to use to kill the wither. Because it works well to kill the wither once I build the wither stuff. And we need a syringe. An empty syringe. And there we go. Another chapter done. Knocking these out, guys. So fluid expertise requires us to get 50 buckets of resonant, 50 buckets of refined. Yeah, this is going to take me a little while. See, there's the UU matter, IC2 coolant, empowered. Alright, so this one's going to take me a while, this one's going to take me a while, and once I get the blood portion of this done, then, because I'll have already made it up to that tier 3 tank that we need, we'll get this one finished. So, armor, technology. We need a garden cloche. We're going to need the void ore, the resource, and the botanic miner. I'm not going to keep running the botanic miner, but we could get the botanic miner once we get the right resources. Resonant exchanger and building gadget. So let's see, can we make a building gadget right now? We should be able to. That's one of those things that Direwolf made easy for early game. So there's it. We need a resonant exchanger, which is thermal expansion core, and a signalum and a flux capacitor. Okay, so we need to go through each of the exchangers. Oh, which means we need to go through each of the capacitors. Okay. So, and the cores. So that's not too hard, except that we need Ender, and Ender is, from what I remember, that's a magma crucible with Ender pearls. Let's see. That should make There we go. Now that's got essence in it. How do I get that essence out? Can I just... Does it keep its inventory when you break it? Or does it empty it? It empties it. Good. So now we can take our bucket, put it in here, get our resonant ender, and we're probably going to need more, right? So let's put all 16 buckets in here and see how many we're going to need. So let's go back through the list. Didn't mean to do that. So we should be able to make the leadstone. And then we should see actually what the use... Okay, so resonant. We have 100K of them. So what is it that I need? Oh, I need these. So if all I need is that, okay, then I should be able to make this. Do I have the flux capacitor? I do have the flux capacitor, but is it in the system? It is in the system. So I should be able to make this. Oh, that's why. Okay. So now we've got this guy, which means we should be able to... So we're going to need each of those tiers, aren't we? Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3. So let's go grab a couple more buckets to make sure that we can get those tiers. Okay, there's 3 more. And hopefully that will help us get to the Tier 3 we need. So we're going to need these guys to make... So there's a... Okay, I went too far. So let's do this. We need that. We need that. We need that. We need that. We've got the leadstone. So let's go back. We're going to need this. We're going to need this. We're going to need this. We're going to need some energized glowstone. So let's make 3 of these. Let's go get us some energized glowstone to get to this one. But first, see, I keep doing that. Sorry, guys. We need this one. So this one requires the leadstone and that flux capacitor. Leadstone. And let's look up flux. Well, we have it right here. Flux capacitor. Is that not right? Oh no, it's the next level. The flux capacitor, which is the hardened. We're also going to need the reinforced, the signalum. There we go. So with the hardened in here, that should give us the hardened exchanger. Okay, so now we've got that one. Take it off. To get this one, we need the thermal expansion core tier 2, which means we need energized glowstone. So let's go grab some energized glowstone. Thankfully, the way that I've got this one set up, or maybe I don't. Did I get rid of it? Oh no, it's over here. Okay. The way I've got this one set up is right here. So I don't know why I keep walking. We should be able to do We need the tier 2. So there's it. And in order to get this one, we need the tier 2. We need the hardened exchanger, and we need that one. Okay. So now we're going to need to get more, because we're going to need to go to the tier 3. And that means we're probably going to need more. Oh, and I'm out. So let's put more in pearls. Let's just look it up as pearl. There we go. I think I can only do 16 at a time. I really do like the mods, because sometimes you can do all 64 as a full stack, but you know, 16 at a time. So go back up here. We're going to need this. We're going to need the tier 2. We've already got this one. So to get this one, we're going to need a tier 3. And that one's going to need a tier 3. So we're going to need another one that goes up to tier 3. And a tier 3 requires gelid cryothium. Okay. Do I have any in the system? I do not. And I don't have one of the gears. So I don't have signalum gears in the system. I should. I guess I didn't. But now we do. There's those. So gelid cryothium. We could put that in here, can't we? So cryothium. Let's do a stack in the magma crucible, then get a stack of buckets and put them in here, and that should fill some gelid cryothium. So that'll get us to a level 3. We're going to need 2 more of these to get a level 2, 2 more of, or to get a level 1, 2 more of these to get a level 2, and because I'm here and can, let us do 16 more buckets in both of these. Not quite 16 there, but should work itself out in a little bit. Alright. So, we'll go back up here. We need 2 level 3s, correct? So we need a level 1. There's that. We're going to need a level 2. There's that. So now we have 2 level 2s. And I've got Resident Ender in my... And then level 3s are the gelid cryothium. So let's go grab it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should give us the level 3s. 1 level 3. Two level 3s. Okay. So now we've got these. Actually, make this. So we need that and we need this. There's that one. And then so for this one, we need this one and that one, and that should give us a resonant exchanger. There we go. Alright, so what else was on this list? A cloche. Okay, so we're going to have to build the cloche. Let's see if we can. Garden cloche requires a vacuum tube, which requires an engineer's workstation. Well, so we're going to have to build an engineer's workstation, which means we need treated sticks. We're going to need treated fence. And that should be the workstation. Okay, so there's the engineer's workstation. And then to make the vacuum tube, we need blueprints. But which blueprint do we need? Vacuum tube So we need the crafting components blueprint for this one. And for this one, we're going to need... We might be able to just make those. Okay, we can make those. So we need that blueprint for the vacuum tube. So that was the crafting components blueprint. And then, I'm not sure, does this require power? We will find out. Let's set it down. There it is. Not seeing anywhere here for power, but for a vacuum tube, we need to make... We need to put glass, nickel, redstone, and copper wire. So, glass we have, redstone we have, nickel we have, but I don't think we have nickel plate. We don't have nickel plates. So, we can make nickel plates. Okay. So now we have nickel plates, and it was copper wire, right? And we don't have any copper wire, so in order to make that, it's shears, and we don't want the nickel plate, we want the copper wire. And it's shears. I don't like how sometimes this does that, but it does. So shears, all the copper wire. So now put that, and that in there, and we can make 63 of these. That's pretty good. So let's make all that we can. That looks like that's all that we can. 64, 62. I wonder why these... How many does it make per? Makes 3 per, okay. Looks as though there's something here not working right. But, okay. So, a garden cloche. Was it me, or was that not all of them? And there's a garden cloche. Now I think we can actually get these hooked up to power and to a extraction system, and then actually have them start pulling all of our essences and putting those into storage drawers, and then the storage drawers we can pull from for the essences. Okay, I think that we've gone as long as we can today. So let's go through here and let's claim all of our rewards. We got a beast coin miner, we got a ring of Loki, we got a reinforced flux capacitor, and a shovel of the earth mover from Thaumcraft, and then we got quite a bit of other rewards. So unclaimed reward 1 was this one for tech expertise. It didn't give us the 5,000 loot. So we've got another beast coin miner, which, you know, we've already got them out there. So is this a bauble? No. It just says it's soul bound to me. The flux capacitor, the shovel of the earth mover. Okay, so we're going to put that, and that in here. We're going to make more of these, but in order to make more, we're going to need more of these. There we go. We have 61 of them. We can make a buttload of. We could use we could start going down all of the mystical agriculture, and we could, instead of having them growing like this, have them growing in garden cloches. And that might be something that I do between episodes, but that's going to do it for today. I've still got a number of things that I'm going to be doing between episodes as I get time. I still have to get all of these guys up to 10, 10, 10. I still need to expand our chicken nests up here. As you can see, we've got plenty of EMC coming in. I want to move the whole blood magic deal over to this section so that the automated killing that is done will be by blood magic now, and it will start it'll do, blood magic will do the killing for us, and it'll keep our life points filled in our runes and all of the stuff that we're going to need. We can automate that somewhat. But like I said, I need to look at somebody's. I know Direwolf loves using blood magic, so I'm thinking that's who I'm going to borrow the how-tos from. And then that's going to be it. Today is the 4th of July, so for those of you who are celebrating, I hope that you have a great day. For those of you who don't celebrate the American independence, I still hope you have a great day. And we will see you guys all next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.